Hello and welcome to our fifth opening video for Magic the Gathering's newest set, Edge of Eternities. This is the one you've all been waiting for. I know I have as well. We have our collector booster box. 12 packs of collector boosters for you here today. This should be a somewhat quick one since we've got just a few packs for you. But as anyone who opens the collector boosters knows, this is where all the coolest treatments can be found. We got galaxy foils, and I believe one every 3 packs for the basic lands. We got chances at fracture foils. We got chances at all of the really insane stuff in here. We're only doing, I believe, one of these collector booster boxes, at least for now, for Edge of Eternities. We'll see months down the road if we ever wanted to revisit any of these sets. This could be a great one to come back to because there's some absolute gas that you can get in here, and hopefully we hit some of that gas here today. Let's see how we open these bad boys up. I don't see any little tear marks on here. Really? I'm going to be probably opening some American printing packs as opposed to the Japanese printing packs. I'll even show you what we're talking about here as well. Yeah, made in USA. Usually the Japanese ones are a little easier to open. They'll have a little tear tab on them. I think sometimes the US ones do as well, but not this time apparently. So we're going to have just a fun old time with each of these packs. I may even get some scissors for us, just because this looks like it's going to be awkward to open. But alright, we're into pack 1. You've already seen a lot of our other videos going over the mechanics. No one's here for the commons and uncommons unless we hit, you know, something really crazy in them. Oh, we're starting out strong. We have ourselves a Galaxy Foil Mountain. Let's see if we can get that to shine for you. Certain lighting does it better than others. You definitely got your big spots up here. A little bit. I feel like they did the Galaxy Foil effect a little better in Unfinity, but a great card nonetheless. We have ourselves a Water Grave in foil. We got our Shocklands. Great to start off with. We got a Vernal Fen, which is a Swamp Forest. Land enters tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. That's from the Commander set. Interesting that we get the reprint like that, but okay. We got Gene Morph Imago. And I did notice as well, we have the legendary frame here for a non-legendary creature. At least up in the head, we have the legendary crown over there. So, definitely not a legendary card, but a little something interesting there for you, if you didn't know already. We have a Thespian Stage. All right. Our first rare Stellar Sight. Very nice. And, ooh, whoa. What? There's no way that can be what I think it is. Hold on. Okay. Pinnacle Emissary as a rare. Is this Sulthur? No, okay. Oh, God. It's just an art card. Oh, I saw, like, it was inky and black. I didn't realize they were doing the art cards in collector boosters now. That's an interesting decision. But I thought it was the one treatment only Sothera the Super Void is what it's called. But it was not. Just an art card. But had me very excited for, sadly, no reason. Oop. We're skipping one of the commons. Get a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, the Solthera in the like crazy version is one in, like, I don't know, multiple cases. So it would definitely be a huge hit if we did get one. Got a Baloth Prime from the Commander set. 4 mana 10/10. Enters tap with 6 stun counters on it. When you sack a land, whenever you sack a land, create a tapped, of course it has to be tapped, green beast creature token, and untap this creature. So it would remove a stun counter otherwise. 4 sack a land, gain 2 life. Okay. You know what? We'll take that. And also the Extended Art Starfield Vocalist. Not bad. Triggers, getting an additional trigger is always great. Got ourselves a High Market, non-foil. Ooh, Space-Time Anomaly. And, of course, we have a foil token in the back. So it can be apparently tokens or art cards in the collector boosters, which is just a weird thing to see, but that's where we're at. The space-time anomaly, target player mills cards equal to your life total in the foil full art. Awesome. Awesome hit. Let's see what we got next. That's much better to open. All right. Pinnacle Kill Ship. Full Bore Seam Rip. Ooh, okay, so this will show off our Galaxy foils just a little bit better, at least. Ooh, we do have a spiral on us. We have a spiral where it's very visible. Let me get one more light in here to see if this will... There we go. You can see that. Just enough to... Come on. Yeah, those spirals are always cool. I do like the Galaxy foil treatment, and turns out on cards that don't have a ton of like dark shadows and stuff on them, happens a lot better. We got our Corey Steelcutter replacement, Cosmic Grand Zenith. Ooh, we have the face commander of the insect deck. We have Zariel, Genesis Shepherd, very nice, non-foil. A Stomping Ground, an extended art, just non-foil as well. We have, a Meteor Crater in the poster version of the Stellar Sights. So this is a land that lets you tap to choose a color of a permanent you control to add 1 mana of that color. That must be a new card. I know there's been a few of those. We saw a couple of those in the normal play boosters. But then we also have ourselves a Dawnsire, Sunstar Dreadnought in the extended art foil. Woo! That's pretty. That's real pretty. Let's see, where are we at? About 3 packs in. This is our 4th now. How have you guys been liking the set, by the way? Let us know in the comments down below. Of course, a lot of these cards are going to be available at JAF Comics, in-store, online, on TCG Player. Check the link in the description. Once again, I'll say it every time, my favorite planes. Absolutely beautiful in the foil. We have the Battle Cruiser. Got the Insight Engine from the Commander set. Tap 2, put a charge counter on this artifact. Draw a card for each charge counter on it. Ooh, okay. A little proliferate action to make that work real nice. Memorial Vault. Ooh, and Strip Mine. Non-foil, but a great reprint. Fantastic card. The best single land destroying card by sacking itself effects that there is. Very awesome. Oh, whoa. So we got a Solthera the Super Void, but this is a foil Japanese version, non-fracture foil. Still very insane nonetheless. Let's see. Super Voido. Solsera? Solsera. I see. Solthera is more of a Sera. But that's just... the way they did the foiling, like right here, when you got the light popping on those highlights. Oof. Beautiful. I'll get you one more close-up real quick. Ooh. Alrighty. And a copy. Alright. On to our next one. Depressurize. Ooh, we got something peeking out there. It's probably our basic. It's the island in the foil. Whoop, as our entire pile is falling over. The foil island. The purples and blues on that little star looking meteor are so sick. Awesome, awesome island. Not a galaxy foil, but very nice. And Contested War Zone. So we got it in the foil poster frame. So this is harder to get than some of the others. I think this is like 3% chance, so 1 per case maybe of these. So maybe that means we won't get any like crazy hits from those, but who knows? I've seen sets in the past where they've had multiple big hits in just a box, and then the entire rest of the case could just get nothing all that good. But that is the game of Magic, and just opening some boosters for you. Got ourselves a mountain. Ooh, I will say these cards are already pringling a bit, which I think the American printing tends to do a bit. So be warned. I can see them curling up already as we make the pile. That's why we're having the pile fall down a bit. But Singularity Rupture, 5 mana for a board wipe that also mills target players for half of their library rounded down. Sweet, sweet card. Moxite Refinery from the Commander set. I mean, that's not too bad. Removing some counters from an artifact or creature to put that many on an artifact or creature. Nice. Ooh, and Servandam in the full art. The orange there, I do like. That's very nice. Ooh, and Lava Claw reaches for our Manland. And a Frenzied Bailoff to finish off that pack. Extended art. Frenzied Bailoff. This one's got heat, I can tell. I had to be a little careful doing the cut there, because I could just feel it. Something's emanating from this one. It's at least a galaxy foil of some sort. We have a pangolin, cute little guy. We have ourselves a swamp in just regular foil, I should say, not galaxy foil. We have Naman, the right hand. Artifacts you control have tap to add a blue, only to cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. It also has your future sight effect on there. Exploration Brood Ship from the Commander set. Ooh, we skipped over one. A Frenzied Bailoff, which we've already seen. And a Terrain Generator in just a regular foil. But we still have at least something behind this other than the token, which is... Ooh, a Ragost, Deft Gastronaut. It almost looks like it would be a textured foil. It's not. They should have done that for this card. Because those little ripples along the side there would look so cool in a ripple foil. But that is our lobster guy. Let me actually... Everyone loves the Gastronaut, Lobster Citizen. So we do have the fancy version of him if you're looking to build a commander deck, which I might. So check out jeffcomics.tcgplayerpro.com. Link in the description for any of these singles that you could purchase for yourself, including that one. As long as somebody hasn't gotten to it first, which I'm only joking. I don't think I really would get it. Ooh, but we do have the island. This is a galaxy foil. I can see it. Hopefully, yeah, we got just the right angle to get this occasionally. I wonder if the American printing of the... Oh, actually, we can get some good shimmer on this. I was going to say, I wonder if they are a little worse than the galaxy foils from the Japanese printings, but it doesn't seem like it. We just had some bad reflections on the first little bit there. That didn't show it off well enough. Ooh, Horizon Explorer. Gives you a lands untapped. Whenever you attack, create a lander. Sacred Foundry. Echoing Deeps. You have this land entry tapped as a copy of any land in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to its other types. Pretty solid. And, ooh, Cosmogrand Zenith. Full Art Mythic. Your Quarry Steelcutter replacement is here. And honestly, it looks pretty sick. Oh, is that, nope, that's Cascading Cataracts. For an art card. I really don't know how I feel about those art cards being the, in the back of collector boosters as opposed to not just being in play boosters. Didn't really notice when we were opening the play boosters that we kind of didn't get art cards, but I guess it happens. Dockworker Drome. Broodguard Elites. Ooh, yes, the planes in the Galaxy foil. And is that a spiral I see? It is. Ooh, nice where it's visible. Ooh, like kind of in the area next to the starship. That is, honestly, I'm looking at it in person a little bit more than on video here. And in person, this looks very, very nice. I may ask them to set this one aside. I don't know how much those are going to be going for. If they're not crazy. Whoa, that might be crazy, though. We have our first Galaxy foil. Endless Sands. Galaxy foil. Let's see. It's a land desert. Adds a colorless. 2 in a tap, exile target creature you control. 4 in a tap, sack this land. Return each creature card exiled with this land to the battlefield under its owner's control. Interesting. I don't know that this is an incredibly good card, but it being the Galaxy foil... Ooh, and I think that's also our spiral there. Or maybe that's something else. What is that? That's like a... I haven't seen that kind of spiral before. Maybe that is just a regular spiral, but it's a little obfuscated by the other parts of the art. But no, that's very sweet. And Pinnacle Star Cage also behind it for a sick little pack there for the 1/2. Sweet. We're doing pretty well in this collector booster box. I would love to see maybe some kind of fracture foil. I mean, we got the Japanese non-fracture Sothera early on, so I don't think there's like a ton more we can ask for because it's already super low probability to hit. That's all right. We have ourselves a regular foil Swamp, a regular foil Sacred Foundry, the Hatchery, Anti-Causal Vestige. Ooh, Blast Zone, playable, non-foil. Great little reprint there. Ooh, and Zuift's Ostero Harmonist. You can tap it to return target creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield as a skeleton in addition to its other types, and has no abilities. Activate only as a sorcery. If they didn't have activate only as a sorcery, or they didn't have the has no abilities, one or the other getting rid of that would mean this is great. As it stands, it's a little bit disappointing, but it's multiple times that you can recur that, so not bad overall. Just like to see a little more out of it, but only so much you can ask. 2 packs left here for this collector booster box video. Got ourselves a Radiant Strike, Depressurize. Lots of commons and uncommons that we've seen 100 times. A Mountain. A Mutinous Massacre. Choose even or odd. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them. They gain haste until end of turn. Fantastic little card that will definitely be going in my Magar of the Magic Strings deck. That animates instances, sorceries, and red-black as 3/3 creatures, which is also from a space theme set, so it's very on flavor from Unfinity. That's a very great card in a lot of decks. Very playable. Planetary Annihilation. Each player chooses 6 lands they control, sacks the rest, and it deals 6 damage to each creature. I mean, if you're doing mass land destruction, you might as well also hit creatures on it, and that is a powerful effect for sure for 5 mana. Awesome. Weapons Manufacturing, a non-foil, almost kind of looked foil with some of the reflections there. Stirring Wildwood, non-foil. Whoa! Okay, hold on. I'm doing the in-person look first because the video preview is a little weird on these sometimes. That is, yep, I'll say it. I thought these were going to look really bad. They look sick. They look sick. This is the first one we've seen. The edges here are matted enough that you only really get the Galaxy foil out the window, and that makes it pop. And I thought they were going to do, like, you can kind of see underneath here a little bit, if I get the reflection just right. That little circle there, that's one of the hollow foils that's underneath the matted layer. So I didn't know that they could do this, but man, that looks very sick. Let's see if we get a little bit of the edge light to kind of have it pop a little bit more. Nah, we can't have it pop more than it already has. There, I mean, that's actually going crazy on it. Whoa. Yeah, no, it's only Godless Shrine, so it's not like Steam Vents or anything, but man, these look insane. We're going to put that one aside, and we're going to look at that after this last pack, because I don't think we're getting anything better than that. If you get one of those per box, collector booster box, I think you'd be happy. I don't know the probabilities of getting one of those per box, though, and that's what worries me. But you could maybe even get multiples per box of those. And if that's the case, like, it'd be insane. Terminal Velocity, Surge Conductor, Terra Symbiosis, a Petrified Field, which we don't really care about, but we have a Paradox Haze in foil, the special guest. Got the little sticker on here, like it's a VHS tape or a old bookstore cover, whichever you prefer. Enchantment Aura, Paradox Haze, Enchant Player for 3. It's 2 in a blue. At the beginning of Enchanted Player's first upkeep each turn, the player gets an additional upkeep after this step. That's really neat art, but I mean, nothing is going to beat this Godless Shrine for sure, because that looks incredible. Also, these little like triangles kind of pointing to the swirl there on there. Woo-wee! That is a beautiful little card. I'd love to see what the Steam Vents looks like in person now because of this. Is that, I mean, it's so good. Focus on the card, please. Not my hands, the card. Like, when you get it just right to, like, really... Oh, we do have a little bit of a print line there, it looks like. You can't really see that in person, though. That's only at very specific angles, but when you get really nice angles on it, this thing does crazy. Oh, well, that's been a great box on opening for Jeff Comics here for Edge of Eternities. Again, we did 5 opening videos for you, 4 play boosters, 1 collector booster box. If you want to see more of any of our TCGs, like your Lorcanas, your Star Wars, your Pokemon, your Yu-Gi-Ohs, your Magic the Gatherings, of course, check us out on this YouTube channel. Subscribe, like to see more. And yeah, let us know what you want to see. Check us out in person, Jeff Comics in Bethlehem, or at jeffcomics.com, or on TCG Player to get any of the singles, including, of course, the lovely Godless Shrine. Thank you again for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.